Hi, okay, so what I'm going to show you how to do is make small sugar paste roses. So I've showed you how to do the larger ones that are a bit more involved. These are simpler. First thing I've done is just taken a lump of my sugar florist paste. Looks like that in the packet. I've just worked it a little bit in my hands to soften it up. Make sure you leave the packet sealed because it dries out really quickly. I'm going to roll it into a ball and then into a sausage. So basically starting in the same way as we did the other ones, we're going to open up the document sleeve. So just cutting along one side and then cutting along the other. Doesn't matter how roughly you do this, as long as you don't cut yourself, obviously. Okay, so open it up, and then we take the piece of sugar paste, sugar florist paste, and we're just going to do exactly the same as we did with the last one. So pushing it down, keeping the curve on the top, flat on the base. And now again we're going to cut it into pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we've now got 9 pieces. So this looks very like what we did with the first one, doesn't it, with the large one that you may have already seen if you have a look on my channel. But this is kind of where the similarity ends. So we're going to press them down like we did with the others. Oh, this one's following me around. Oh, that one's a bit sticky. Okay, so just push down, push down, push down, push down. So just using our thumb to flatten them out. And then we're just going to smooth them across like that. Doesn't matter this time if you do get the base a little bit more flattened out, but keep the edge slightly thinner. Just do this quite quickly. Whatever's easier. Sometimes it's easier to use your thumb, sometimes it's easier to use your finger. Use quite a lot of muscles for this. Okay, and then we are going to just lift the plastic up. And then we're just going to, oh, that one's a bit wet. I don't know how that's happened. And then we are simply going to roll them. And these are just going to make really simple little rosebuds. You can let your finger just open up the end, or your thumb rather, like that. There's one little rosebud. And we're just going to do that with all of them. So rolling side to side. And then just opening out the petals slightly. Very, very simple, this one. And then we're going to trim them down because we want to use them to go on top of the cupcakes. You can even sort of open them up a bit as you're rolling. There's 3. Let's try and speed up a bit. I have to do a bit of a time lapse thing on this. Might be a bit dry to just watch the whole thing. Okay, so done 4. This is a little teeny weeny tweeny one. That's just going to make a very small bud. Nearly there, honestly. Ah, that's a nice one. Okay. And then we've got some cupcakes that I have already iced and piped on. So let me grab some of those. So these have just been done with cream cheese frosting as a base, just palette knifed on. and then piped with royal icing, just with a piping bag with the end nipped off. Very simple, very simple. We're on the last one now. Very last little rosebud. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to snip these off, so we want them to sit flat. So, oh, very sticky. The thing we're working with Sugarpaste. I'm just going to kind of nip the ends a bit, tidy up the ends, and then we're just going to put them on. That's the end actually, isn't it? So just kind of arrange them, push them down a bit. Oh, just lifting the royal icing off. Just adjust the height a bit. Okay, that's one. Do another one. So just snip them off. Neaten up the end. Just some of them. That one I think I might just put some leaves on in a bit. Just do one on that one. Oh, I've got another blue one over there. Could you pass me the blue one, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Very helpful cameraman. Oh, whoops. Okay. You know what, actually, I'm just going to grab a little bit of icing because this icing's dried out a bit, which is why they weren't sticking on very well before. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on. And then that should work a bit better. There we are. And we don't have to push it down into the cake. Okay, nearly there. I think it needs to be 3, doesn't it? 1 or 3, really. Your thoughts, my dear?
Yeah, you're right.
Very, very quiet camera. That one's quite big. I might switch that one for this one, actually. I think the big ones are better just 1. Nearly there. Then let's put this one as just an individual on the top. I'm going to have to do another tutorial, aren't I, showing how to pipe leaves on. Have to prepare some of the icing. Okay, but this is what they look like. Some little rosebud cupcakes. If you want to learn how to do the royal icing, I'm going to do that in a separate film. Oh dear, that's coming away slightly there. See, the best thing is to put the royal icing, the roses on before the royal icing is properly dried out.